If you want to be yamming on folks like this, then you better pay attention for this new build for Season 5, baby. If you want to score a lot and be one of the main reasons why your team is winning, then welcome to a new take on the Inside Out Shot Creator. As you guys can see, level 40, 98 overall with that purple badge, so you know I've been winning. If you're winning, your team is winning. So as you guys can see also at the top left there, 3,200 points in the rec. So, you know, you score a lot with this build. I'll show you guys the build. I'll show you guys the attributes, the badges, and the different loadouts, and even the animations. So, 6'5", your height, 175 your weight with a wingspan of 7'2", which is amazing. I mean, I'll get into the 7'2", wingspan in a second. But you guys can see here, close shot, 82, 87 driving layup, 98 driving dunk, 44 standing dunk. Alongside 83 three-point shot, 75 free throw. You can upgrade the mid to about 70. I kept it at 60. You can still hit the 60 shots with consistency, but you don't take a lot of mid shots with this build. So you know I kept it at 60 for the occasional mid-range shots. 95 with the ball handling, 80 pass accuracy, 80 speed with ball, and then the physicals. 80 speed, 80 acceleration, 80 vertical, and then 91 stamina. The defense, as you guys can see, I put pretty much nothing on defense with this build, and that's why I say it's a new take on the point guard build, because you have to either be pretty good on defense, like in terms of positioning. It's very important with this build. Either get in the way of the ball dribblers, or if you guys play zone, then you play in the corner. You're not up top, so you're kind of hidden on the defensive end. So where this build kind of shines the most, because you're not doing much on defense, but on offense you're a menace. As you guys can see, with the stats here and the badges to go along with it, it's crazy build, man, on offense. So I'll show you guys the badges. So on finishing, you got 21 badges. You got Giant Slayer at Hall of Fame. Very important, because this reduces the amount or the possibility of getting blocked. Very important to have that. Fearless Finisher, when you drive to the basket, you're going to get a lot of contact layups and you're going to be challenged on the basket. You're only 6'5", so it's very important to have Fearless Finisher at gold. Acrobat is very important to have. I have it at silver here. When you drive, you double tap square, you do that spin move, and when you do that spin move, it does it just efficiently, and it gives you that option to either dish to the corners or to the 3-point, or if you have the opening, you can take the dunk or the layup. So it's very important to have Acrobat. It saves you a lot when you're driving to the basket and you don't have an option to finish. Obviously, limitless takeoff is very important for finishing. As a finishing badge for a guy who drives a lot towards the basket, it allows you to jump from very far, and a lot of defenders actually, it takes them by surprise when you jump from far and you get a lot of dunks off. So it's very important to have limitless takeoff and slithery. Those two, both of them at Hall of Fame. Slithery, obviously, you slide through traffic and you protect the ball from being stolen. So both of those are on Hall of Fame alongside Giant Slayer. You're pretty much unstoppable on the drive. So again, this is with the loadout of coring, one finishing, one shooting, one playmaking, and one defense. I'll show you guys the other variations in just a second, but this is the most common one that people play with. So that's why I'll start with that. In terms of shooting, you have Agent 3. It's a tier 3. You have it at silver, so you're not running to the rim a lot. You're not dunking a lot, even though that's the specialty of this build. But you can still pull the shot up on pull-ups. You got Agent 3, so you can take the pull-up from the 3, and you also got Corner Specialist and Green Machine on gold. So obviously you can do your dribbling move and go towards the corner, and that will get you a shot off, or even at the top with Green Machine and Agent 3 and guard up at gold, you can also get the shot off. So yeah, guard up at gold, Corner Specialist at gold, Green Machine at gold. Catch and shoot is very important. A lot of times when, off a rebound or, off a dish of a teammate, catch and shoot is very important to get a shot off from the three. So it's very important to have as well. Claymore, I just have it on bronze. You're not really spotting up with this build. You're a point guard. You're going to be handling the ball a lot of the times. But, occasionally the ball goes off of your hand and, you're spotting up. You'll be able to hit the shot, and you kind of a little extra boost with Claymore here. In terms of playmaking, you have Clam Breaker. You have that at gold. You have also Handles for Days at gold. Obviously, Handles for Days is cord as well. Obviously, for shooting, you have Catch and Shoot cord in the previous like shooting section. You have Hyperdrive, very important. You get that speed boost when you're attacking down towards the basket, running towards the court. You can have access to better moves, faster moves, if you will. Quick first step, obviously very important. When you're sizing up your opponent, you have access to quicker and more effective launches. That's on Hall of Fame. And then Unpluckable, obviously you're handling the ball all the time, so nobody can steal it from you. So that's also at Hall of Fame. Needle Threader at silver, honestly, that's all you need. You have 80 passing with Needle Threader at silver, alongside Dimer at silver. You'll be hitting your teammates. That's all you need, pretty much silver. You can improve the Dimer to gold if you change the badge loadout with the core loadouts. I mean the core badges, but I'll show you that in the next loadout here. Vice grip, kind of important to have. Again, you're handling the ball, you're not going for outlets. Vice grip is more important for people who are going for outlets and getting the outlet pass from the back. Vice grip is more important for them. You're handling the ball, so you're not really focused on catching the ball on an outlet, which is, I think, where vice grip is the most important. For defense, again, you're not a defensive guy, man. Like your defense, you have to be very good on defense in terms of positioning. So like I said, if you're playing one-on-one against a ball handler, you have to just get in their way and always stick on them. If you challenge them, like shot contest or get in the way of their dribbling, you will be effective that way. The defensive badges honestly just allows you to do mistakes on defense. If you play good defense, in my opinion, you don't need that many defensive attributes. If you stick on your opponent, get in the way of their dribbles, you'll actually get a lot of steals of just knocking the ball off. And contests, if you're right in their in their face, you'll be able to contest the shots. Chase down artists, I put it on chase down artists and anchor cord. Anchor just allows you to if they do drive on you, you can kind of contest the ball. Obviously you'll have a big man that will also help you down in the paint, but just in case somebody drives on you, you'll be able to get in the way with the anchor. Chase down artist just helps you if you're chasing down somebody. It kind of gives you, again, it's on bronze, so it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does activate, it gives you that nice contest to the dunk or layup, which is good. I think these are the best two to honestly have with this loadout in terms of defense. Now, if you do change your core badges, so there are different ones. So if you do the next, in my opinion, if you don't do a lot of shooting and you're driving to the rim and kicking out to your not friends but like your teammates, I would say pattern 4, which allows you to have 2 playmaking badges cored. So if we do that, we can now core 2 of the tier 3. You always want to core tier 3 badges. That gives you the most points back. So if we core this, you guys can see 7 points back. Now you can have bailout, you can have gold dimer, and then you can also have gold vice grip. So in this situation, again, bailout will be important in terms of like driving in, going for the layup or the dunk, and then you just pass it off to the corner or to the three, or even actually when you if you're shooting, you can also pass out of the shot. So this is with this build. I mean, sorry, with this core badges split. When you come down here, you can get rid of catch and shoot, honestly, because as a ball handler, you're not really catching and shooting. You need green machine, you need corner specialist, and you need guard up more with Agent 3. If you're completely just spotting up, or you don't want to take the shots, you want to just be strictly driving to the rim, you might want to just take this off and just put on catch and shoot, and then Claymore. So that allows you to kind of play off of the ball. If you're spotting up, more to the corner or on the three, and there's another dribbler, you can have this setup for shooting. But honestly, even with this setup with the core badges, I like to have it this way, just because I'll control the ball, and then with Agent 3, I'm able to dribble at the top of the key and then get some shots off. So and then your finishing stays the same. Now if you change your pattern one more time to 2 finishing badges, that allows you to core slithery and limitless takeoff, and then now you can add posterizer, and then acrobat could be gold, which is also a nice spread of badges here. Posterizer obviously just improves your finishing ability. So with this setup, you're more of a threat on driving into down the lane into the basket. Posterizer allows you to just dunk more on people. Honestly, it's pretty cool. Again, the shooting stays the same. You'll still be able to take the shots, and then in terms of playmaking, you go back to our original setup, which is this. So clam breaker handles for days, and then dimer drops to silver. So again, depending on your play style, this build, it can change. If you're more of a finisher, more of a playmaker, you can kind of play around with it. The third one, which honestly you're not using pattern 5 because this is 2 defensive badges. That's not the pattern for this build at all. And then the other one is the 2 shooting badges, which again you can go with this one, but then you sacrifice your finishing, which is why this build is the main thing for this build is finishing around the basket. So you don't want that pattern. So the patterns for this will be either 2 finishing. You could do pattern 1, which is 1 of each, or pattern 2, which is 2 finishing, or pattern 4, which gives you 2 playmaking. So all 3 of those, depending on your play style, would be amazing for this build. This build is crazy. Again, you get a lot of wins as the ball handler, and a lot of assists. And yeah, this build is amazing, man, as a point guard. Now, the other thing that I did want to show you guys is the animations. So I'll start off with the playmaking animations, which are the most important. The dribble style, again, this is season 5. It's still Michael Jordan. Well, at least for this build, it's Michael Jordan. It gives you the most speed boosts off of step backs and dribbling around. After your dribbles, the Michael Jordan dribble style gives you the most speed boost opportunities, and it's the fastest one, in my opinion. Signature size up, you put Dwayne Wade. Size up escape package, Steph Curry. Moving crossover, Russell Westbrook. Moving behind the back, pro. Moving spin, just basic. Moving hesitation is Zach LaVine. Moving step back is Luka Doncic. Triple threat style, I like Michael Jordan. Doesn't matter if you put a different one. Park flashy pass is none. And then pass style is very important to keep it at LeBron James. Don't choose any other ones. Like Steph Curry is pretty bad. It does that step every time, and I know a lot of people are tempted to choose Steph Curry, but you'll be taking a step every time you pass with this, like what you just saw there. He does that every time. So I would say stay away from Steph Curry. Keep it at LeBron James. In terms of In terms of free throw, I like Kobe's free throw. It's just late, very natural. Honestly, I shoot probably like 90% with the free throw. Layup style, it's not really important. I like the jelly layup style. Again, it's really personal preference. There's not really a best one. Dunk style, I'll show you guys in a second. Dribble pull up, Michael Jordan. Spin jumper, Pro. Hop jumper, James Harden. Post fade, Kobe's. I like Kobe's. Post fade, you know, if you're fading towards, like if you're running towards on either side, either corners of the court, Kobe's fade is really nice from the three. It's very consistent, pretty natural. Post hook pro, and then post hop shot is Dirk Nowitzki. And now in terms of the jump shot, I'll show you guys what jump shot I'm using. Let's take a look here. Which one was I on this one? This one is the new one. So this one right here. So it is, give me a sec here. So for the base, O'Shea Brissett. Release 1 is Vince Carter. Release 2 is Klay Thompson. And you guys could see here the blending, the release speed obviously maximum, so you can get the release speed at A+, and then the blending is 50-50 between the two of them. But look at that, release height A-, defensive immunity A+, and then release speed at A+. So it's very quick release, you know what I mean? You just literally just tap for like half a second, and it's very consistent. You'll get that green every single time. In terms of your dunk style, that is very important because, again, with this build, you're dunking a lot. So you need to have the best dunking style. So contact dunks, you get those here and there, not a lot, but I equip it just because if the opportunity presents itself, you're going for that elite dunk. So you can get contact dunks at elite off of 2 foot, even though I don't like the 2 foot dunks, but just for contact dunks, I mean, when the animation locks in, even if you're 2 foot, it's gonna go, you know what I mean? And then most of your dunks are actually in this section here, the 1 foot moving dunks. So you want to do the quick drop offs, you want to do the athletic off one handers. In terms of tomahawk, I like to have all three of those: the straight arm, the cockback, and then the uber athletic. All of these ones are pretty good. They don't get blocked as much. The quick drop off will be the best one. If you had to start with one, I would say take this one. But you know, just for more, you know, fun during the games, I would like to add the other ones. Contact dunks, obviously, you want to have those obviously when the opportunity presents itself, so you can get those dunks off as well. So you can get the pro there. Elite, you need vertical of 82. Your vertical is at 80, so you can't quite get this one, but pro is just good enough. And then signature dunks, Vince Carter is nice. DeMar DeRozan is also nice. DeMar DeRozan, you don't actually get those dunks off, you know, from the front. You're doing a lot of the uber dunks, but DeMar DeRozan has these ones, the reverse dunks that are nice. So that's why I have it on. These dunks in front of the net, you don't do a lot of these. You actually do, whenever you come in front of the net, you're doing one of the other ones, the quick drop offs, or Michael Jordan. If you're flying from far, obviously with that limitless takeoff, you'll be able to do a lot of Michael Jordan dunks from far. Dominique Wilkins, I just like it because, you know, with windmills, it's cool every now and then to get a windmill off. Russell Westbrook is also nice with this build because you have the limitless takeoff, so you do a lot of these dunks from far. He has like this one here, this one here. They're all nice from far. Russell Westbrook is nice to have for this reason. The limitless takeoff helps you. Again, same idea with LeBron James. The limitless takeoff from far, you'll get a lot of these dunks off from far. Clyde, this one will go off a lot, and then this one will go off a lot if you start your your dunk from far, again with that limitless takeoff. And then Vince Carter is also nice. You don't get blocked a lot with this one. If you're coming from the side, you do those 360 dunks. So that is the dunking in terms of your like driving to the basket. You also have the Zion dunk ability here for alley-oops, better than Elite and Pro, so go ahead and activate that. And then you also have contact alley-oops. If you get an alley-oop, you have the Elite contact alley-oops, which is also nice. So there you guys have it. I mean, this is all the animations for this build. I'm telling you, man, this build as a a point guard controlling the ball, and then if you're playing defense in a zone formation when you're guarding the corner, this is where this build really shines, because you're not really a big focus on defense. You're kind of off to the side, and then you have that big long wingspan of 7'2", which will be able to get steals off in the corners. And again, if you're playing man, you just have to get in position in front of the ball handler to get the ball off. I mean, 50 perimeter defense is not that good, but again, with positioning, you should be able to work with 50. Again, you're not focused on defense with this build. You're purely an offensive threat, driving to the basket or shooting the three. Again, shooting the three comes second. First of all is just driving to the basket or dishing off to your teammates. You'll win a lot of games. Thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please drop a like, and I'll be sure to make some more build videos for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.